Hello? Oh. Yo. Hello. Does it work? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hey, everyone. What's up? What's up? Hey, sorry. We're supposed to start at 10. We're just taking a little bit longer to hang out. We all like coffee and stuff, so we're going to start at 10:30 in here. So if you need to use the restroom or like, I don't know, go grab some more coffee or a cookie or something, feel free to go. But we'll start in like 15 minutes. Yeah, almond cookies are pretty lit, apparently, so grab those. Yeah, sorry, thanks.
Test. Hey, what's going on? All right, everyone should just sit down here. I'll get started like in just like 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Test. That was weird. You shut the fuck up. Don't do anything, dude. Don't fuck around. All right, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Buildspace event. Happy to have you all here this fine morning in Amsterdam. So I wanted to kick things off here, and I was thinking about what to talk about, and I was gonna go through and I'll go through all the boring stuff and how this all works, and when food comes, and all that other dumb shit. But for now, I want to talk more about like a couple of things about just a little shit about building stuff and creating, because I think builder culture, we'll call it, has gotten pretty popular now. So everyone's like, let's build stuff, yeah. But what does that actually mean? And I don't know, how do you get into that world? Do you want to be in that world? All that sort of stuff. Because technically we're all here to build something, right? You're all here today to build something on Ethereum, right? So that's pretty cool. But why though? What's the point? Where do you want to go with it? Who cares? Why does any of this matter? And I think I've been building stuff for a while, and I don't know it all, but I want to talk a little bit about kind of like my own like personal story, and not my own story. I don't think anybody cares about that, but more about like stuff, a couple lessons I've learned along the way, and won't take too much time, probably like 30 minutes max. So so I'm Farza. That's me right there with the hat. I'm the CEO, founder of Buildspace. So Buildspace is the world's largest network of Web3 developers. We're about 80,000 strong now. Backed by Y Combinator, Andreessen Horowitz, those are cool. Did $2 million in revenue, so we're profitable, that's cool too. So yeah, everything is going according to plan. And I guess I've done a lot of stuff in my time. I started my first company at 13, got to 100,000 in revenue by 15. I've made short films, self-driving cars. I built tons of products for gamers that got like 500K plus MAUs. Was the CTO of Kanga, got acquired by Riot Games. They made League of Legends. I did deep learning stuff at Mayhem. That got acquired by Niantic, which is Pokemon Go. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in the world of gaming and like AI. And I guess I've just done a lot of random shit. And a lot of stuff has not worked, and a lot of stuff you could say has worked, depending on what you classify as success. And disclaimer, do not trust me. I'm just saying things. I'm telling you what I've been through, but do not take what I'm saying as like, I don't know, as truth. I feel like I used to watch talks from people and be like, oh yeah, I have to do exactly what that person said. And it's like, no, just listen to anything I'm saying, and if something stands out to you, then fantastic. But don't don't index too much on any single thing I say. So if I say like, you have to watch anime to be successful, I don't know, don't worry. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone to that extent. So I want to talk about building. So creating stuff has brought me great joy over the years, and I think it is, and I want you all to experience that. Some of you all may already experience that. Like, how many of you all are founders in this room? I'm just curious if you want to raise your hand. Cool. So these people are making stuff on the daily. And how many of you are just kind of like learning right now? You classify yourself as like just a learner in the space. Okay, there you go. Fantastic. So I guess I want to talk about what's brought me joy and what's also brought me great lows, because I think that that's going to be the most helpful here. And the first thing I want to start with is you don't need an idea. So today you're all here to build something. I don't know if you all know what you want to build, probably not. But it turns out you don't actually need an idea. It's not intuitive at all, but to actually come up with an idea, the best way to come up with an idea is to just make something that you think is cool. Show it to your friend and see what they say. That's actually it. This works for if you want to make a song, if you want to make like a rap track, if you want to make a short film, if you want to make a startup, it's all the same. What I used to do was I used to go to random landing pages, take words from startups that I thought were cool, put them on index cards, like I had 100 of these, and I used to throw the index cards at the wall and literally put together 6 randomly and see if that gave you an idea. And I promise you, this doesn't work. It's not real. What I should have been doing was I should have just been making something for others and just giving it to others and seeing what they say. So back then I was making movies, right? Like just kind of short little films for my friends. So, instead of like, I don't know, maybe I think some script I wrote was dumb, but I don't know, that doesn't matter, right? I would just show it to a friend of mine who was in a similar domain, and maybe he or she would just say, oh, well, like, this is actually pretty cool. I like this idea. And then they'll hype you up, and it goes from there. But you don't need an idea to start anything. And I know that doesn't sound intuitive at all, but even today, like, all you really need to aim towards is like, what do I think is cool? Well, I don't know, maybe I think the color red is cool. Great, I'm gonna make a whole website about the color red. Great, go do that. Make a landing page about the color red, show it to your friend who also likes the color red, and pretty soon you have a whole color red club. And it's like 1 million people in there. I don't know. That's actually totally possible. But it all starts with what you think is cool. That's all that matters in the start. So as long as you think it's cool, that's it. So usually what I would do is I would just pick something you think is cool at the top. Like, think about the 4 things you love most. Maybe it's like, I don't know, Kanye West, The Dark Knight, and like something else. Great, just go off that. Go off your own interests and build from there. Starting from zero. So I think a really important thing that I didn't know or kind of picked up over the last 10 years is this, that once you understand how to start from zero, truly anything becomes possible. It's kind of crazy. So to me, like the greatest builders that I see around me are the people that are the greatest creators even, are those that just know how to start from zero, right? Like if one of my friends is a musician, when I go with him into a studio and he just comes up with a random song in his head from zero, I'm like, oh my God, that's magical. Same with a friend of mine who starts a startup, like how he goes, how any of them go from just zero to like something is just super impressive. So it's just about being comfortable with this fact that you're going to start from nothing. You're not going to know where it's going to go, and that's actually totally okay. We see a lot of people. I was talking to a lot of people here today as well, and they were like, we're not making that much progress. We don't really have a business plan or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you don't have to worry about this. Like, none of you have to worry about this. All you have to worry about is, can you actually just make something and then give it to people and repeat? So you don't need to think about 10 years in the future. I think everybody watches, like a random Steve Jobs YouTube video, and they're like, oh, man, he had a vision. And it's like, no, it doesn't actually matter. It truly doesn't. That's all just fake stuff. All that matters is the guy made computers, and then he made more computers, and now we're all using that person's computer, right? A vision is just like, I don't know, you don't need one. You don't need a plan is what I'm trying to say to you. And I think I might have a story here. I have some random stories associated with some of these. Really important here, since when you all raise your hands, a lot of you are like in we'll call it the learning bucket. I think what's really important here is how you kind of pick stuff up. The worst mistake I think you could do is, allow you to start from zero in Web3 land. I think the worst thing you can do is just like spend a lot of time learning, I call it. I'd say like literally reading, exploring, and doing like just not actually doing anything, but thinking you're doing something. So for example, reading a blog post, great. Reading blog posts for like a week to explore, it's not real. Just go make something, go write a blog post yourself, go do something interesting, because turns out, I don't think you want to read blog posts all day. I don't think that's what you want to do. I think you probably want to like build something on Ethereum, right? Great, awesome, go do that. Then why are you spending time exploring? You don't have to do that. And also I wrote here like, a lot of you starting from zero. Become one with the darkness, like truly. And embrace the inner darkness that you have. Because honestly, we're all beginners, no matter who you are, whether you're just someone new learning about this space, or whether you're like a random kid from Netherlands, or whether you're Elon Musk. Honestly, you're all just beginners. I'm sure that guy wakes up every day like, dang, how do I make like this thing better? So, I've met like a lot of like great founders now, like who are 10x better than me, and it's so funny. I always think that they have it figured out, but they truly don't. They're all just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I actually don't know. I remember I talked to the founder. I think it was like Zynga. They made Farmville, and I'm like, oh, like when do you figure it out? And he was like, you actually, I don't think I figured it out yet, man. So you're always kind of starting from zero every day, and that's actually totally fine. Just become one with the darkness, and that's actually really hard. Easier said than done. So today, while you're all making stuff, and you don't know what you're doing, maybe it's totally fine. Embrace that, and push hard towards shipping. And shipping is a word that I use a lot, all the time. Shipping means that you get people to check out your stuff. I think that great builders know to start from zero. That's for sure. But just starting from zero and then doing nothing else with it is kind of useless, right? Like, if I make a song and I don't give that song to anybody, like, I guess I make myself happy, but it's more interesting if I give it to a friend of mine, or I give it to like my mom, give it to my dad, see what they say. Because at the end of the day, shipping actually means getting it to someone. So today, you all will make something. You will do that 100% by end of day. We're going to help you do it, and it's going to be great. And the first people who are, we'll call it your feedback buddies, are just sitting all around you right now. So don't ever. I think a lot of people will be like, well, who do I show it to? Like, I don't have any friends in this space, or I don't know how to do something in this world. And it's like, well, you don't have that problem here, right? There's like, we're all here, we're all walking around. Your users are sitting to the left and right of you, and you won't have that problem. Seriously, this is crazy to have like, one of you could make something and get like 50 signups, and that's insane. That's actually extremely hard to do. Can you imagine like if you're just sitting at home trying to get 50 signups for your thing? And like where do you even go? Like Twitter, maybe? DM random people? We don't have to DM anyone here. You just DM them in real life. You're just like, hey, can you give me your email address? So yeah, just get people to check your stuff out, because turns out that person may say that it's stupid, and then that person may say this is amazing, and then their combo of feedback is what really will make will actually make your stuff a lot more better. Yeah. And see if I want to say anything else here. Yeah, I guess I just wrote here that I watch a lot of like interviews from like musicians and directors and stuff, and also startup founders. They're cool too. But it's so interesting to see like how none of these people know what they're doing, and how they're just like in the beginning, like you would think that George Lucas came up with Star Wars from magically in his brain. Turns out the man spent 4 years in his house every single week, then running these little meetups with his friends, where they'd come to his house and they would actually give him feedback. And most people would be like, this script kind of sucks. And after 4 years, though, he got pretty good at it, right? So, but it always started with him just shipping a basic script. Cool. This is a big one. Don't overcomplicate it. I mean, I'm not going to read the words. I'll just tell you a quick story. We have Alec in the back. Alec, raise your hand right there. Me and this guy started a company like 4 years ago in college. It was called Noni. It was pretty awesome. So you would point your phone at a table, and the menu of the restaurant would show up in augmented reality. I know, amazing. The food would show up in 3D, super realistic models. Because why would you want to use a paper menu, right? Stupid. Just point your phone at the table and look at it in augmented reality, right? I think that's just amazing. So, me and this guy, we spent like a year making this, by the way, it's a long time. And then we finally went out to give it to people, and no one wanted it, right? So we would go door to door to restaurants in San Francisco, like literally knocking and being like, look at this, it's cute, right? And they're like, I don't need this. And I remember we got $10 in monthly recurring revenue. That was amazing. One restaurant, Sam's Diner in SF. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. We were hyped. I still have that screenshot. But yeah, we complicated the shit out of it, like horribly. We were like, oh my God, the 3D models have to be good. Like our augmented reality has to be smooth, because ARKit had just dropped like 3 months prior. So we were dealing with a lot of tech issues, and we overcomplicate it a lot. But yeah, we learned a lesson to not spend a year working on something that nobody wants. And it's really, you could also make the argument that, well, I just made it for fun. Well, thing is, it's not fun when nobody else wants the thing. It's surprising, right? Like if you're a musician, it's like not fun to make a song that nobody likes. It's just kind of boosting your own ego at that point. And if you have a big ego, great, awesome. Make more songs that you love, awesome. I'm happy for you. But for most people, it's like you get joy out of seeing people smile and use your thing, right? So don't overcomplicate it. Just make the damn thing. Get it out there. Stop reading Twitter. That's all fake. Just don't scroll Twitter. Go make stuff, and focus. Yeah. Don't get in your own head. This is probably I don't know. This is one that nobody ever talks about. The number one way that you can lose is by losing to yourself, like literally your actual emotions. Once you start feeling these thoughts of like I'm not good enough, or I'm not good as X, or I'll never be like this, like you already lost the game. You got to go sit down in a room quietly for like 2 hours and think about yourself, and then come out just realizing that you're just like everybody else. There's no concept of you not being as good as someone else, or you're not having the potential to be like someone else. Just be yourself, honestly. Like, stop trying to aspire to be someone else. And yeah, only way I've lost to myself a lot in the past. Even like I was working, I guess one quick example is before this company, I was working on Zip Homeschool, which was an education company for kids, K through 5. And I was literally alone working on this thing, getting like users. So first of all, I was hanging out in random homeschool groups on Facebook. I was pretending to be a mom, and I was like, I have the greatest product for your child. DM me, right? And I got my first 10 users like that. Pay me $10. This is actually how Buildspace started. We pivoted to Buildspace actually like 8 months ago. But yeah, this was like 2.5 years ago, and I was sitting there like in my mom's house, just like, wow. Am I really pretending to be a mom right now? DMing, having fake, pretending to be like this teacher. And then from there, I would actually like, these moms would be like, and they're almost always mothers, because most homeschool families are run by mothers. But yeah, it was almost always a mom that would say, this is fantastic. Like, how do I sign up? And then they'd sign up, and I was like, oh shit, now what? This is where I'd really get in my own head. I'd be like, oh my God, this is stupid. What am I doing? This whole idea is dumb. The world is dumb. I'm just gonna stop. And some days I'd stop for like sometimes I'd stop for like 2 weeks. And turns out like, I don't know, that's just dumb. Like you can't waste your time like beating yourself up. Like, so just don't beat yourself up. It's never worth it. Stay consistent. This is easier said than done. Probably the hardest one here. Getting that first thing out is really hard. But then continuously doing that over and over, like making magic every week, every month, it's asking a lot, right? And it's tough. Like it's tough to do that. But whether you're a founder, a software engineer, a musician, filmmaker, like you're asking me to like make magic like every month or every week. Or for I don't know, for like a software engineer, it's like every week you're being told to make magic, like something that people think is cool, and that's really hard. But I think the best way to do it is just by staying consistent. Don't get in your own head, honestly. I think I just go back to the last slide. Don't get in your own head. If this doesn't happen, then this is pretty easy. Because then it's like, oh, every Friday I have to make a tweet. Or every Friday I have to show my mom something new. Every Friday I have to like show my family member something new, or my friend. And just a quick example here. For this, I really struggled with this part. Because I had like no founder friends. I grew up in South Florida. Barely had any founder buddies. Like no one builds companies in South Florida. You just go to the beach there. So when you say that I'm starting a company, it's like, what the fuck? What are you doing, man? just come to the beach. Shut the fuck up. That was happening my entire life. And so I think for me, what I did was we started a group. Me and a couple of my buddies, about 10 buddies. It was called Ship It. 10 friends, 3 years on Discord, and every single Friday, we'd show up 1 hour, and we would tell each other what we made that week. And the winner would get $500, or at the time, 1 Ethereum, so $500. That was magical. I had something to look forward to. I was like, am I really going to get beat by XYZ? Or I can't let this other person like show me up. I can't embarrass myself in front of this person. And yeah, we were all starting companies back then. We were all in the same spot. And pretty wild, that group of 10 people, they all started, I think, it was 6 companies now across those 10. And they're all worth about $1 billion now, total. It's across them. That's insane, right? Started from 0 3 years ago. And we still do those every single week to this day. We're doing them every single Friday. We didn't stop, no matter how big our companies got or whatever. Some people are still struggling, and that's totally fine. Some people are doing better. But yeah, that's crazy, right? Like, just to see that happen for myself. So like, I would just even pick like a random group that you like and just stay in touch with them. Like, I think a lot of people spread themselves out like, I need to join a founder group, right? I need to join like a builder group or like something like that. It's like, no, you don't. You just need 2 friends every Friday at 9 p.m. who just will like get on a call with you and will listen to what you made. That's all you need. You don't need the world. You just need 2 or 3 cool people. And I'm sure you can find someone here. And if you don't find anyone, just hit me up. Just DM me. I'm around. Almost done here. Let me see if I'm going long. Oh, no, I'm on time. Cool. You're all builders. I know some of you bucketed yourselves. Like, I guess I asked the question wrong. I said, who's a founder? Who's a learner? I don't really care who you are. You're all just the same to me. You're just builders. You're just people making stuff or have the intention to make stuff, and that's the same to me. I have here, like, Billie Eilish likes building music. Elon likes building cars. Jobs like building computers. You guys are no different. You like building. Maybe you don't know what you like building yet, and that's totally fine too. You still like want to build. You want to you enjoy the act and the thought of it. And maybe you're experienced. I know we have some founders in the room, right? That's pretty good. Maybe you have 0 experience. It doesn't truly matter. I know this. I don't know. Maybe this seems obvious, but we just all want to make stuff. I think this was a big realization for me, like how when I was like 13 or 14, you're like, oh, at the time, like Jeff Bezos was a really big deal. And it's like, oh my God, that guy made Amazon. Like, how will I ever? I had an e-commerce store back then, and I was like, how will I ever aspire to such things? I can't even pull this off. But now I just see like, oh, the guy just got really good at every day, like being consistent and how he like iterated on Amazon. I can do that. Cool. He just spent like 20 years doing it. That's what ends up happening when you're consistent. None of these people were special. Like, I don't know. So that was a big thing for me. And even with the music stuff, right? Like, I just started making rap music with Alec here, and we just trying to make rap music now. It's like, oh, if Kanye West can do it, we're no different. We can just do it ourselves too. It's not as good, I promise. Probably because we're not as consistent as Mr. Kanye West. And yeah, I think that's it. That's the main thing I want to get across here. So now just some more like housekeeping and just like general itinerary stuff for today. 1, please, if you're not already part of the Buildspace Discord, please join. I'm not sure what the link is. discord.gg/buildspace. You're going to go to #join-a-buildspace and then tap the flag of the Netherlands here, and then you get access to these special channels: announcements, general, and help. We're going to be talking. We're going to be announcing stuff all day, whether it be food, whether it be special events, special whatever. So make sure you guys get in there and get that role. And again, #join-a-buildspace. Tap that flag, and then you'll get access to those channels, and you'll get the role. So you'll forever have that role. And we'll be doing special things for you if you have that role over the coming weeks, months, years, because this is actually our first event ever. I've never been to a crypto event before, so it's wild for me. Cool, that's that. And the core Buildspace team is here. If they can just quickly stand up. Stavan, Alec, Tahir, these guys. So remember these guys. They're all core Buildspace team. Hit them up for bugs, hit them up for ideas, hit them up for advice, whatever. These people, all 3 of these have started companies in the past that have reached scale, and they're all legit in their own ways. And all can help you technically, emotionally, I don't know, whatever, with whatever you want. So hit them up. They're great. You can also add us in Discord at Alec. It's just our names. Feel free to take a picture of this if you won't remember our names. Yeah, well, also in the Buildspace Discord, you can @ the Buildspace teaching assistants. So we have a team of like 10 who just are there to help you. So go use them if you need help. If you have a random bug, they'll hop on like screen shares with you and stuff. They're great. Yeah, so that's that. The schedule, you're here now. We started kind of late. After this, you are, I'll talk more about it, but you're going to take your chairs and pick a table somewhere. So you're going to pick a table, and you're going to start making stuff. That's it. Feel free to like just pick random tables, hang out with your friends, hang out with someone that looks cool, whatever you want. There's a great area outside right here, the terrace. It's pretty sweet. So whoever gets there, that's going to be a good spot. It's nice weather out there too. We have about 3 rooms, I think. A room there, a room downstairs, and a room on the terrace. So pick your spot and just start making stuff. What's up? And here too, yes. Also on this, I'm guessing a lot of people don't know each other. I'm pretty awkward and shy like at these things, so I don't really talk to others. But just pick a table and just sit with someone and just start making stuff on your own. At the end of the day, this is actually an individual thing where you can choose to work with other people if you want to. I'll talk more about what some recommendations at the end, but you can do whatever you want here. You can go through like some random tutorial if you wanted all day. I wouldn't do that, but please don't do that. Actually, don't go through a random tutorial. I'll give you a better option. After that, we'll have lunch, and then this is like the magical moment here. This is like the last sprint. So around 5 p.m., everyone who is here, hopefully, will be able to show something that they made. They will simply stand up in front of a table outside, and we'll walk around. Everybody will walk around and see what each other made. I don't care if you made Hello World on Solidity or if you made like the next version of Uniswap. Everyone is going to show up outside and show off what they made. And that's really important, I think. So if you're here right now, I don't know hopefully you all stay the whole time and you show up to the final thing here, which is actually showing your laptop, turning it around and saying, look, I made Hello World. Great, awesome, good for you. Or I made like Facebook, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know if you guys have been to a real hackathon, but at hackathons at the end, they have this thing where they walk around. Everyone walks around, looks at what everybody made. Some people make amazing things that you'd never believe. Some people start super basic, and it's still super impressive because they're new. So it doesn't matter, right? Just like make sure you show up, make sure you stick to the end and actually demo, because that's hard. And you want to do things that are difficult. So that's that. And just so you understand how that works, we're going to have tables outside. You're going to put your laptop down, and random people are going to walk around and ask you what you made. That's it. It's pretty simple. It's going to last about an hour, and that's going to be the end. That's demos. That's going to happen at 17, what is it, 5? Yeah? That's 5. And the prize. This has to be a prize, right? Why else are we here? We thought about the prize. Like, should we do money? Whack. Should we do, like, Ethereum? A little bit better, but still kind of whack to give away money. And we thought, well, what would we do if we were here? And what would we want? And this is what we have here. So we all work out of this thing called Founders Inc. It's a lab. So it has, honestly, in my opinion, the world's best builders and founders and creators, everyone from podcasters to people who make robots to people who make software. It's this big lab in San Francisco that we work out of every day. And it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It's like right on the water next to the bridge. It's sick. Well, all expense paid trip to Founders Inc. in San Francisco. If you work in a team, we'll do like 4 max. It'll be a week-long trip. And we'll hang out. We'll show you around. You can meet cool people. And yeah, you just spend a week building on your own in San Francisco, which is pretty hype. If you have visa problems, you can start figuring that out soon if you win. Yeah, that's the prize. I wish I had more pictures, actually. But that picture seemed pretty mysterious, right? It's like a portal. Where does it go? I don't know. Got to find out. But no, it's amazing. It's fantastic. So recommendations from here. So Buildspace is the world's largest, is the biggest place in the world for people to get into Web3. So these are the three most popular projects on Buildspace that are Ethereum based. If you don't know what you're doing, fantastic. Go do the first one. Create your first smart contract. Go do it. Just have fun. If you kind of know what you're doing, do that second one. If you are pretty confident in what you're doing, do this third one. I would just pick one of these as a baseline and customize it as you go. Buildspace is cool because we don't really tell you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. You're smart. But I'll give you like a basic baseline. And then from there, you can customize things as you go. So for example, like mint your own NFT collection. Great. We'll show you in that project how to make a basic NFT, how to deploy it. But then you can do whatever the heck you want after that. Like, what does it look like? How does the website feel? That's all you. So you can customize stuff pretty heavily on your own. And yeah, so how many of you are in the boat of like, I don't know what I'm doing? Like, I'm just curious. Great, cool. I would pick that orange one and just start. Maybe you could knock that out in like an hour. That one's pretty simple. I don't know. Whichever of these look cool to you. That first one, by the way, it's like building like a Web3 Twitter. It's kind of cool, I guess, but those other two are kind of cooler. They're all cool, though. Maybe you do all 3 and you combine them. I don't know. Do whatever you want. But this is a good starting point. You just log on to Buildspace, make an account, enroll, or sign up, and start. It's pretty simple. And that's it. Shout out to you all. Thank you for being here. So a big thing for me. Whoa. Oh, okay. All right. Almost there. Yeah. So I just want to say, like, my favorite people are the people who enjoy pushing the world forward or are curious about pushing the world forward. Whether you're like, anyone from a programmer to, some random kid in India, like, who wants to make like coffee or something. I don't know. You're all amazing. And I think it's great. I think all these people. If you're here right now, hopefully you're probably here just because you're curious about this, right? In some aspect, you could say, yeah, I just want to learn about Ethereum, but why? Well, it's because I want to do something else. Well, why? Well, it's because I want to. And you pretty much most people end up on the answer of like, I want to make other people happy, or I want to do cool things for other people, which is great. And cool, yeah, that's about it. Happy to take questions one by one. After, I'm not gonna do questions here, but I'll be hanging around all day. Feel free to pull me aside as you. I'll be walking around a lot. So if you see me, Alec, Stevan, Tahir walking around, just pull us around. We'll just be walking around like, what's going on here? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, just pull us aside. And yeah, so real quick here, once we end here, we're gonna go row by row because you have to pick up your chairs and then pick a random room, or you can just go to the terrace. It's up to you. But the terrace has a limited capacity. But if you there's not chairs in the room right now, so you'll have to actually get some chairs. What's up? Does the terrace have power? No, it does not. That's a risk that you take. What's the second question? The rap videos? Yeah, so the rap videos are unlisted. If I walk around, me and Alec can show you some stuff. Yeah? All right, sick. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Appreciate your time.
For the terrace, we don't want them to bring the chairs out.
Test. Hey, by the way, if you're going to the terrace, you don't need your chairs, so don't worry. Yeah. All right. Good luck. Someone should be taking a video of this right now. Hey man, what's up? Hey, Farza, yeah.